We've got NBA basketball. In store for you here at Chase Center in San Francisco, the home of the Warriors on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Last game for the Warriors, the loss. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Well, you can expect the threes to fly tonight, Brent. Both of these teams are full of sharpshooters.
Well, which team gets hot first, Kevin, I think is going to be most important. Shooting is rhythm. How do you establish that rhythm? You've got to move the ball, move yourself, and maybe the team that gets hot first is going to be the one that ultimately comes out on top.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
The shortest three in the game, Maxey, solid from that corner.
Pass to Green. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Maxey on the wing from outside the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
Now he's concerned about a lot of things, but in particular, he's worried about how to deal with DeJounte Murray. Coach said he's an opportunist in transition. Everybody's got to get back after a miss, or he'll eat us alive. Sounds like the same thing we've heard from other coaches. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. For three, Edwards. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. To the middle. Here's Robinson, and he banks in the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Barnes. David Robinson making his last shot. Back to Barnes. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pass to Robinson. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Show them some love and make some noise for your DS Breaker.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. 5 to shoot. Murray outside. That's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Outside Portis. The kick out to Barnes. There's the triple. Good on the triple.
Well, Barnes hitting threes spells some trouble. This offense starts to hum.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Portland with the ball. After the missed three from Tyrese Maxey. Now here's Murray. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot. Maxey's got 6 points.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Murray surveying the D. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And that one's good, Maxey.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
Murray with it. Still scoreless. Outside for Robinson. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. 1:10 left to play in the first. There's a screen by Porter. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that ties it up.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Outside, Green. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now, Maxey. He's got 9. Outside, Porter. It's Jones on the wing. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up.
16. The Trailblazers, 15.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Now here's White. They kick out to Brown. Pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. And Barnes sends it back.
There's the length. Tough to get over Scotty Barnes.
Outside, Porter. The tray. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Number 55.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
And what a player Jaylen Brown has become. My goodness.
Hey, Brown, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trailblazers excelling?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Here's White. After the made shot from Bobby Portis. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
And both free throws good for White. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
And the Trailblazers with possession here. After the missed three from Tyrese Maxey. Lock at 6. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone.
A smart play by Edwards. Comes up with the steal and then just gets the ball up the court.
Out to White. They set the pick. Pass to Filipowski. Brown outside. White looking around. Portland needs to get off a shot. Branham can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 4. Edwards going all the way.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Branham. And stolen by Barnes. And pushing up is Golden State Warriors again in transition.
How many times have we seen it? Create a steal, get out in a fast break. That's the length of Scotty Barnes.
Outside, White. Here's Filipowski. There's the pick. Pass to Huff. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Branham. And Barnes sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to talk to his guy.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
There's Porter at the 3. It's good from long range. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target. And he stays perfect in rhythm with that jet.
There's a screen by Robinson. And it's Murray penetrating. Looking to end the run. And Robinson with the layup. And that's now 10 points for Robinson.
And those assist numbers for Murray keep going up because he can score.
52 seconds left in the second quarter. Porter inside. Back to Portis. Just 3 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Right side, Green. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Here's Murray. Here's Robinson. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Portis.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
There's Porter with the 3. And so that brings the first half to a close. Warriors ahead as they end the second quarter on a 15-6 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And the 3 off target. 3 on 3. Here's Branham. Misses the three. Warriors leading by 11. Outside Porter. Screen by Jones. The three. And it's Michael Porter with the three. Porter's got 6 points.
You feel like there's nowhere on the floor where you can really get away from Michael Porter Jr. Three ball goes that time.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And then Jones with the jam.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Back to Murray. Melton with the steal. Porter outside. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 9.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Outside for Robinson. They need this. Portland again missing.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins. Plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Here's Porter. Portland making their last shot. From downtown, that one doesn't go. Trailblazers trailed by 19. And the wide open shot from Green. They get it back. Robinson with it. Picked up by Edwards. Traps in the tray.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Now, here's Melton. Still without a basket. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Well, Porter has consistently been one of the most effective high-volume three-point shooters that we have in the league.
Pass to Robinson. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Maxey. 11 points in the game. Misses the layup.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Trailblazers. 19-point game. Here's Shannon. And the Warriors miss again. The Trailblazers on offense. Outside Robinson. Shoots a three. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Outside, Maxey. The kick out to Porter. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Robinson misses.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Back to Brown. Robinson on the wing. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
The Trailblazers, 27.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Warriors leading by 21. Screen by Jones to the inside. And Jones with the stuff.
And keeping that head on a swivel, Maxey anticipating his man to be there off that pick and roll and delivers a nice dime.
Yep, that one goes.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Screen by Jones. Here's Maxey. Count that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
After Filipowski. Man with it. Down low. Here's White. And Jones sends it back. And here's Maxey. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Jones shines it home.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Out to the right wing. Launches a three. And the three ball is good. Filipowski's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Maxey. The shot from the low post is good.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Pass to Branham. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
No good there. Good D by Barnes. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Porter. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 out of 12 now.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
When you get inside, there's all kinds of traffic. This is the result as Porter Jr. is going to get to the foul line.
And Porter drops them both. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. And Green slams it in.
Defensive foul.
Oh, how about the agility from Green, finding a way to get to his spot despite the contact.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. Which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
From the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
From past the arc, sinks the triple.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Michael Porter.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Outside Porter. This one for three. No points on that miss. Puts him at 7 for 13 from the floor. Pass to Murray. And here's Green outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Now Portis. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome...